guys, this is Kaizen and welcome back to the channel. Today we're reviewing something that I've been holding off for quite some time. This video took a while to make because I really wanted to test the wet palette myself, how long it can last. And then finally here, presenting the Squidmar Red Grass Games Studio XL wet palette. And I have two right out in my table. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of scared of opening this because it's really extra special, and Squidmar is my favorite miniature painter. Let's open it up. Pure open seal. Look at that. Full of stuff inside. Okay, it's the foam. Right there. Two hydration foams. Nice. Odorless, extra thick, neutral gray. Okay, thank you. Has the Red Grass Grapes logo here. You can see it. Next, we have 15 hydration membranes, reusable membranes. And this is the star of the show. Look at that pure beauty. Look at that. I don't want to open it. Oh, it's so beautiful. It's so cool. But we have to do this. We have the band here. Lychee. Then we have the look at that. Beautiful. Let's open this. It's kind of tight. Okay, it's not opening. There you go. Ta-da! Has a sealed plastic in. Let's remove that. I'm really gonna regret this. And look at that beautiful art. Look. I have one criticism about this. It looks like it was rushly made. And you could see the print lines of the printer in the actual print. Like, that's bad printing. The art is beautiful, it's just the printing. It just has printer lines. It's maybe just my copy, but the printer lines here is really visible, which is sad. But it's a limited run, and I do want to support the creator, and it's beautiful. Now, let's assemble this palette. I'll open our hydration foam here. Before we try to assemble this, I also want to try if the glass palette fits. So let's bring out our glass palette, which I do have here. Look at it, it's also a beautiful palette. I use the glass palette a lot. So yeah, does fit. Okay, now we're gonna put water into this. So let's bring out our squeegee, which is this. So I'm just gonna apply water in our entire canvas. And you know what? For this, I'll just place a little bit. Let it soak. And it's soak again. If you're wondering how much water I poured so far, I poured 200 ml. Of water into this palette. Now the water has soaked inside the foam. Let's place our paper. This is a little bit new. So I have the Red Grass Games paper as well from the lights, but this one feels different. Not gonna, it feels extra. So this is version 2, right? Yeah, it is. Now we have sets our full palettes. Give it a few. I always give my paper to give it a little bit of soak before we use it. Alright, look at that. It has like prints on it too. So let's just let it sit for a few minutes. Painting with this palette was a breeze. It was very seamless to use. It kept the paints really well hydrated while I do my paint sessions, and I don't really need to thin the paints much because the palette is already doing it so well for me. And not gonna lie, this paper is really really silky smooth for some reason. I can't explain it, but it's really good to paint on it. This is literally day 4 of the palette, and it's still wet, and my paints are also still hydrated, which is really nice. Yeah, let's see how long it could last. So this is the palette. I think 18 days since the last time I made a recording about this palette. So far it has water in it still, which is great. I mean, it's the Philippines. It's relatively humid here. So as you can see, it's a little bit dry, but it's still moist. So if I grab my brush here, so if I do a little grabby grab, it still works. Yeah, it still functions a bit. Let's clean a bit there. Still, yeah, it's still a working palette. I think the blues are really dry because I really used a lot of them. So it's still wet. Now, if you won't believe me, it's right now December 20, 8 p.m. So that was 18 days since I last got this palette. So let us try to clean it, wash it in water, if you see if this paper is indeed washable. Back with our rickety sink. So I'm gonna try to wash it directly with my... It's a big palette. This is hard doing with one hand. So let's... It does come off. Look at that. Okay, I'm just gonna do this way because I think it's more easier if I just do this. Yeah, it is coming off. So give me a second here and tap the excess. Just keep doing that until it's fully clean. I kind of tattered it so it doesn't even rip apart. Even how hard you try. It's a very thick paper too. This is the best thing I could do so far. It did stain the paper, but it's doing relatively relatively well. Yeah. For the foam, it really did stain to the foam, but I think we can just wash it, just give it a little spritz, and good to go. Okay, I have cleaned it using a bar of soap, and it actually clean. So just try to rub a little bit more. This is again hard with just one hand, so I'm just gonna rub it a little bit more because it actually erases it, which is amazing. Okay, so rinsing it now with the soap thingy to actually clean it. Forgot to put this. I missed a spot here. It cleans the foam, which is great. Okay, we're gonna try this again. This time I'm gonna rub the bar of soap into the paper sheet. It actually removed. Oh my god, it's actually working. I may have discovered something here. So this is the best I can do. It's really faded now. It's just, it really stained the paper, but it's really clean. You can put paints on it. So let's give it a test, but it really stained the paper. Try to clean it from the other side too. It's very usable. So this is a very fun palette. This is technically a gift to myself. I always wanted this palette. A huge fan of Squidmar, and I finally jumped the gun to afford it. That is pretty much all you need to know. I am really happy with this palette. The art is beautiful, even though it had hiccups, but it's still a great palette. I'm a huge fan of the art. I hope they would fix the printing issues because some of my friends who has the same palette doesn't have those issues. And guys, thank you for watching. Hope you liked that video. Let me know what you guys want me to try next. This is Kai. See you guys in the next video. Bye!